watching this last night reminded me why I will never go in the ocean.
It should.
It's a blanket statement. There is no reason. There's nothing good in there that can come out of it.
True.
Right. Making something like this, though, does it actually, like, tweak you a little bit, realizing, like, when you're, for example, when you're doing swimming scenes, are you constantly a little bit more in your head?
Yeah, me and Sophie shot some scenes in the open ocean in the Dominican Republic, and that was really scary because you're pretending that you're running away from a shark, but you're actually afraid that there's a shark somewhere. And so we're having these divers under there, like, looking around for sharks, but I don't trust anybody, so I was freaked out the whole time.
Right, and by the way, you're right to be thinking that.
Right?
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Never easy.
Absolutely. So when you're getting ready, I'm curious, how quickly were you guys cast and then filming?
The process was long for me. I think, I tried out for all the girls, and then I didn't hear anything for 2 weeks. I met the director, didn't hear anything for 2 weeks. Called back in, didn't hear anything for 2 weeks. I'm like, just tell me. Like, I know I didn't get it. It's okay. So that one dragged out, but it was worth every second of panic.
I mean, I auditioned, and then a couple days after I got it, and I think a month after we
Good
were...
for you.
Wow.
Can't relate, man. Wow.
They had already casted my role, and then I think the girl fell out. I don't really know what happened to her, actually, or who it was, but they called me on, like, a Thursday, and they were like, we need you to come down, and I got on a plane on Sunday and was in the Dominican filming, so it was very quick for me.
I was going to say, I'm very curious, because sometimes when you get cast, it can be like you're shooting in 6 months or a year, and sometimes it's like what you just said.
Yeah, it's like, oh, can you come tomorrow? I'm like, okay.
We were already in the Dominican.
Yeah, we were there. We're like,
chilling,
he goes,
and
yeah, she's coming down. We're like, okay, great. Our
Like a
next
week
castmate's
before
coming.
shooting, we're like, have we cast somebody
Yeah.
for Sasha or not? Yeah.
So you're getting ready to go film, you're getting ready to do this project. What are you doing to prepare? Because it does seem like this is like a physical role, you know?
Yeah, we had to definitely do dive training, of course, because I know I fibbed about saying that I was licensed.
Yeah, and I
didn't think I was gonna get it. So yeah, they definitely prepared us, and we each had our own dive instructors. So it was very hands-on experience the whole time, and they made us feel as comfortable as possible.
You guys?
I mean, same. We all had to do the same diving process. And,
It was fun
and learning
doing it
how to do
together.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew how to swim before, so she didn't know.
I didn't know how to
swim,
swim
so she had to learn
before
how to swim
the movie,
beforehand.
so yeah, that was part of the lack of training I had. But when I got there, I had to figure it out, and we did a few days of training. And I can say I can swim now.
Sure.
After filming this.
So you're getting ready to film the movie. What's the day, you're looking at the script, you know what's coming. What's the day that you're most excited to film, and what's the day you are absolutely scared shitless?
I was really excited to do all the Jeep stuff because I knew it'd
That
just
was
be like fun.
my scariest.
The
Really?
Jeep?
You guys,
Really?
the
What?
first day of filming, it was the most fun scene too. It's all of us in a Jeep, and we're
Jeep,
jamming out being
singing,
girls,
yeah.
and like, it was the first day, and I was shaking. I go, okay,
No way.
the way I jump out of this car, it needs to be perfect. And the first take, I slip, mud all over me. I was just nervous because it's my first take on camera ever doing a movie, so that's what it was.
Yeah.
I was really nervous for the we take our masks off at some point and we have to free dive and hold our breaths. And so I was dreading this because it was a huge stunt, but it was also very real in the fact that we're underwater. We don't have masks on anymore, and we have to hold our breath and hope and pray that somebody's going to give us air when we need it. So that was something I was really afraid of.
And we rehearsed all this stuff in like this tank where the water was really clear and you could see everything and you knew where your diver was. And when we got on the day, they put us under the submarine in the ocean where you can't see anything. Our eyes were burning, and they changed our divers. I was freaking out. It was very scary.
So you're saying that making movies is not super glamorous all the time?
Oh,
No.
I don't think anyone's ever said that.
This is the most glamorous part of it right now.
So I have what we call a few fun questions. We'll find out if they're fun in about 2 minutes. What TV show would you love to guest star on?
Euphoria.
Oh,
That's so
that's a
big
good
right now. I
one.
think Euphoria.
I've always been a fan of Gossip Girl.
Yeah, that's coming back. You should do
I
it.
know, I'm so
You should
excited.
do it. Try out for that.
I don't know. Maybe like Riverdale?
Okay.
good.
What movie have you seen the most?
Prisoners. I saw it 12 times. I'm obsessed.
What it is, Prisoners?
I saw
very
I've seen Cruel Intentions 100 times.
I don't know if I've seen any movie more than once.
I was gonna say
40 centimeters down the gauge.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe that one.
Number one fan.
Prisoners is quite good.
I don't even know what that is.
Denis,
Didn't even know.
there it is, and Jake Gyllenhaal and
Oh,
Hugh
okay,
Jackman.
yeah.
My all-time favorite.
I haven't seen that one.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's kind of good. I'll just throw that out there. What TV show have you seen all the way through more than once?
Friends.
Oh my god,
The
you guys are so
Office.
bad.
The Office.
The
The
Office
Office
is
is a good
so
one.
bad. Probably Parks and Rec.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That was good.
These are all good selections. Favorite ride at Disneyland?
My favorite ride at Disneyland. Oh, the Matterhorn.
Sure.
That one.
I like
Indiana
and
it with the ball go, yeah, I like that.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Do they close
Yeah.
that?
No, it's so
No, these are all still valid.
Yeah, it's
Is
good.
there anything that you collect?
I used to collect. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Like quarters, because you know how they all have different states on them.
Sure.
So I used to have like a little
Oh, that's
map,
cute.
and I would put out the cord. Anyways.
And
I
this
don't-
was when you were 5.
Yeah, not really anymore.
I should have actually said it was last week. But anyway,
I don't know if you can really say collect, but I'm a huge fan of like Polaroids. So I just.
Oh
like,
my God, I was
try to-
gonna say that.
I know, because you brought your camera set. But like, yeah, I'm a fan
Ah.
of like Polaroids, and I just have like my room is filled with like
Yeah.
pictures
I'm
on
so
every
lame.
wall.
I
I
literally
think
go quarters.
quarters. I collect like film, like old film
Yeah,
cameras
film,
and
yeah.
like old like art books. So like a lot of
that's-
coffee table
that's
books.
cute.
what was
I'm done.
what was the last thing you were super obsessed with? Whether it be like a movie, it could be anything.
I'm really into like we were just talking about like astrology and like signs and like your rising sign, your moon sign. Like I'm all into that.
I've heard this from a lot of people recently.
Really?
The rising sign and all this
And
stuff.
your moon sign, you
Yeah.
got to know it all. You're not just one thing. So I think I'm into that. I probably annoy my friends and my boyfriend to death talking about this stuff.
You go. I have to think about
Obsessed. I've been watching this one show, Barry.
Oh, Barry.
I mean, but it's that one show. Every time I'm sitting on my bed, I'm like, okay, I'll watch another episode. And I've gone through like 2 seasons already in 2 days. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I mean, I don't know. I'm obsessed with food all the time, every day.
Oh yeah, you
I
had Ben
love
and
food.
Jerry's on set.
Ben and that's
Ben
so
and Jerry's.
true. I
That's
had
what it is.
I had Ben and Jerry's, and then I did reshoots like 3 months later. I had to go back and do a couple of scenes, and my Ben and Jerry's was still there in the freezer 3 months later,
Ooh.
and I ate it. 'Cause it was still good. It was still good.
I love
obsessed
you.
with Ben and Jerry's. Ice cream.
Speaking of a little bit of scary movies here, what film scared you as a kid, or maybe what
Oh.
film did you see as a kid that
Oh
you should
my
not have
God,
seen?
Oh my
The
God.
Ring. To this day, I
The
will
Ring,
be in my
yeah.
room and I'll look in the corner and I swear I see a little girl like coming walking. The Ring messed me up.
Yeah, that's bad.
Big time.
I'd say mine was sinister. Like that face, I couldn't. Every time I look into a mirror, I was always nighttime freaks me out.
Coraline.
Oh my God! Yes, yes.
Coraline?
Her
eyes!
Dude,
The
I was
ones-
looking for that. I didn't know what the name of the movie was. I didn't know what the movie was.
God, you know what I'm talking about. God,
I didn't remember the titles. I could say.
I have chills.
I'm going to say congratulations on the movie.
Thank you. Thank
mostly
you.
because, again, it reminds me why I'm never getting in the ocean.
Yeah.
And you don't have to. We
Right.
did it for you.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm retired.